Yeah, the dining room, that's right.
We went to the Bahamas. We had a free trip. It was nice. Thank you for coming back.
To be on board with you all. Hope you're having a great time so far. It's nice to get away from the daily grind of things and get out on the water, and we're glad that you've chosen to do that today. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we head out too far here, we want to give you a few notes of welcome and also a few safety concerns that we have for you while you're on board today. You don't have to leave your chairs today thanks to the awesome volunteers that will be serving you lunch in just a short while. But should you need to get up or choose to, please be ready for the boat to be moving gently underneath your feet. Even though you are on the biggest boat in the lake, even our big boat here gets gently swayed from time to time. So be ready for that as you're up and about today. For your convenience, there are 3 restrooms on board. 2 on the main deck and 1 on the upper deck. And ladies and gentlemen, if you do choose to go in or out of any of the cabin doors that lead to the exterior decks, you'll need to be careful of the threshold you need to step over, both going in or out of each cabin entranceway. And folks, if you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to ask. We would love the opportunity to serve you throughout the cruise, and if there's something we can amp up for you, please don't hesitate to give us that opportunity. We want to thank our volunteers that are on board and that are going to be at your service today. Joy, Ann, Dorothy, and Darlene are all here with us today, and they'll be serving your lunches and making sure that you are well taken care of. So please show your appreciation for them and their sacrifice of time today as well. Myself and our very able crew of Aaron and Michaela will be running the boat side of things, and we look forward to serving you throughout the cruise. Have a great time, everybody. It'll be my privilege to tell you a little bit about the lake, and we'll get to that in just a short while, but we're glad that you're here. Have a fun time.
Too much shoreline.
Yeah.
Too much shoreline. Look at all the steps that go. Yeah.
I take from.
They have a bit safe call. I don't buy any meat there. I just buy the imported stuff. Well, that's but I also they're like bananas and other things that bananas were all green. They never ripe ones. They were like rock inside it. What are you talking about? Just very basic eggs,
Special trip for monitors.
You can't win. You can't win. That's why.
Just wait a while.
Yeah. You can't win. Okay, no problem.
All the way out.
Are you American? They have cool things for sushi. Are you? Yeah, just take a test.
It depends if different persons like both personalities are different.
I would never be a citizen. Yeah, sure more than me. Okay. Black. I said, don't tell them you know more than he does. Yeah, he does.
We're going to go in with you this week and then we'll come back.
I don't care. You gotta take your foot.
I wanted to come down Orlando. I'm down there. But then they're less than 25. But I'm not it's just getting windy. Yeah, okay. All I like it I have no idea what the reason was. That doesn't sound like a good name. Yeah. How about Apollonia? We went to Santorini the other day to get Santorini. They are in February. They closed that 5 years ago. I know it, but they haven't been there for 5 years. They had to sell out because of something with the road. Nothing ever happened. They are in Eden Prairie now, right? Yeah. Eden Prairie. We went there for happy hour. They have those gyro little sandwiches. I don't like them either, but we ordered them anyway, and I said, they didn't put enough onions. And they had pork hot stickers, and then they have Monday dollar beers. But the Monday I work for was the Monday. King. But have you been to San Antonio? It's a different place. Well, they have... No, they're all Greeks that own them. They're 4 brothers. They own it. Tony and his brother.
Eating a lot of cool grips downtown the house. Not a big fan of it.
No, but they are all Greeks because in the bank they always came in and borrowed money, and there were 4 brothers, but I think one of them had cancer and he died. And then there's Tony, and then the kids are getting involved now. So it is really business.
All right, everybody. Well, let's get underway with talking about some of the houses that we pass by. There are some big ones on the lake shore, some spectacular homes, and you'll get prime seats to their backyards. The first one that you'll be able to see is a very contemporary style home. And you can see it right now off to our starboard side, which is the right-hand side of the boat as you're facing forward. This home was built by a gentleman whose name is Jimmy Jam Harris. And Mr. Harris is a Minnesota native who rose to popularity alongside a very famous Minnesotan. His name was Prince. And he was a member of Prince's band for many years and went on from there to write and produce his own music for lots of different recording artists like Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson, and many other vocalists. He now lives in California, and the house that he built while he was here has been sold just a few years ago, and it's owned by a real estate developer these days. Not sure if it will change or what will happen from here. Right next door, the Tudor-style home with the cedar roof that you saw as we passed by, the next-door neighbor there. That's Lowell Zitzloff. Mr. Zitzloff is a successful entrepreneur. He started a chain of aftermarket auto parts stores, which he called Lowell's Automotive. Today he owns the paint distributorship for DuPont Paints, and he sells those finishes all around the Midwest and owns a lot of retail property as well. Now also along this strip of lakeshore you'll be able to see a very large colonial style home which is right in your starboard view right now. That house is built under the most renowned wildlife artist. His name is Terry Redlin. Above and beyond being very well known, Mr. Redlin has also won some prestigious awards for his artistic abilities.